How did Hadi Choopan lose the 2023 Mr. Olympia to a guy that appears to be less conditioned than him? I mean, look at the chest detail in comparison. Look at just the overall quad hardness. Look at the hardness of the abs, the vascularity. Every single aspect of Hadi Choopan's physique just, I want to say, is better than Derek, at least from the front and even from the side. From the rear, it is a different conversation, but are the back shots enough to take out a current reigning and defending Olympia champion who is not off? You can say Hadi wasn't as conditioned as previous years. I think the first time he competed at Olympia stage and the following year, which I believe is I think it was 2019, 2020. I believe those are the years he competed. His first two. Those were his best packages ever in terms of just conditioning and just dry muscle. I mean, insane conditioning, right? He wasn't of that level in terms of conditioning, but he was by no means off. Came in a bit bigger. Back was improved in terms of size and thickness. He's not smaller than Derek. He didn't really give up much of anything in terms of losing much ground from last year's physique to this year's physique, but he still lost. Did Derek make up that much ground to where not only did he gain enough to beat the previous version of Hadi, which was last year, but this version of Hadi, which him having a bigger back, a thicker back, down near matching conditioning from last year, did Derek do enough? A lot of people are saying no. Honestly, I haven't really seen anyone that had Derek winning after prejudging or finals. Everyone says that they're shocked and they had Hadi winning. Even myself, I saw Hadi winning. In my head, I was like, they're either going to go with Hadi, which is the current reigning defending champion. He had the overall package. He didn't have those deep cuts in his glutes that we've seen before, but I didn't think that was enough to knock him, seeing as Samson doesn't have any glute detail at all from the rear, and he won the Arnold Classic in 2023. So I thought it was either going to be Hadi or Samson. Maybe they wanted to go with a different look, a more aesthetic look. Maybe they're trying to get away from the razor sharp, crazy dry conditioning, kind of go with the more aesthetic, taller, heavily muscular body. They went with Derek, which is an interesting pick. My take on it is that I think they want another dynasty. We haven't really seen a dynasty in the Olympia in quite a few years. The last one we had was Phil Heath. He won 7 in a row. Now, the bodybuilding world in terms of the Olympia is known for dynasties. We can go back to Lee Haney winning 8 consecutively, then going on to Dorian winning 6 consecutively, then going on to Ronnie Coleman winning another 8 consecutively. Then Jay Cutler, I believe he won 2, Dexter won 1, and then he won another 2, and then Phil came on the scene and just won 7 in a row. In the past, In the past 4 or 5 years, we've had about 4 different Olympia champions. We've had Brandon Curry. Actually, no, we've had Sean Roden. We've had Brandon Curry. We've had Big Ramy. We've had Hadi, and now we've had Derek. We've had 5 different Olympia champions in about the last 6 years. This has probably been the most amount of newly physiques crowned Mr. Olympia that we've ever had. I mean, even the period of after Arnold. After Arnold, Frank Zane had a bit of a run, I believe winning 3. Franco came back and he won another one. After Arnold came back and won another one, then we had Samir Bannout, we had Chris Dickerson, but that was about 3 or 4 guys there. And Frank Zane had a bit of a run. This has been like just consistently naming new guys almost every single Olympia, besides Ramy winning 2 that year, being 2020 and 2021. But I think they're looking for someone that can actually capture another dynasty in bodybuilding. Now, Derek is young. He does have an incredible physique. I don't think anyone is exactly, upset or maybe arguing at the fact that he actually won, because that old saying of shows are won from the back, you can kind of rationalize that, okay, well, shows are won from the back. He has the best back in the entire open class, not just on the Olympia stage, the entire open class. You can kind of see how he won. You can kind of make another argument for it. You can kind of rationalize it. But other than wanting to create another dynasty, like Phil Heath, like a Ronnie Coleman, like a Dorian Yates, I honestly can't see where Hadi lost it, to be fair. There's another argument to where you have to knock out the champ. You have to really take the champ out. You have to do so much, or the champ needs to be so off to where you are just the clear winner and it is just no contest. Hadi was very, very close, if not matching Derek, if not beating Derek, but he still lost. It's a very controversial decision. Why did Hadi lose? I don't know. It's very hard to say why. But we do have a new Mr. Olympia being Derek Lundsford. And I think this is the first chance they've had in terms of a dynasty since Phil Heath. I think if anyone can do it, it's Derek. Like I said, he's young. He's big. He has a lot of room to improve. Coming from the 212 class, still hasn't really, I mean, this is his only second open show. There's a lot of room for him to grow and improve and bring up certain body parts. No Mr. Olympia with their first win was showcasing their perfect physique their first time out. Did he do enough to win? Perhaps. I guess so. I mean, obviously he did because the judges awarded him the win. He did enough. And in my mind, I'm thinking that they're looking for that long legacy of someone that can win another 5, 6, 7, and maybe break the record of 8+, which Derek is young enough to do that. So we'll see, guys. Down below, let me know what you think in terms of their decision and if you agree or not. If you do, let me know. If not, let me know. Quick video, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.